Bianca with Leaders in Business Podcast, where CEOs and executives in the digital marketing and social media space share their best advice. It is 6 questions in 9 minutes because leaders know what they're talking about. So let's get to it. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
So my name is Brad Herda. My business is Vision for Business Solutions, and I support blue-collar organizations through growth, maturity and exit, as well as startup and launch, so that they can have a better business and retire with more than they ever thought possible.
Awesome. So what's the best thing about leading your business?
Meeting some great people in the construction, manufacturing, and trade space. Here in southeastern Wisconsin, it's all about making things, doing things, building things, and there's some amazing people in that industry that I just love supporting.
That's incredible. So I hear from others that it can be challenging to grow your business today with everything that is going on. So what are the biggest challenges you see business leaders facing today?
Their own mindset of lack, right? So being told you can't do something versus thinking, why can't I do this differently? Being stuck in their ways, being stuck in their traditions, and looking through a different lens to create opportunity. 2020 has been an abundance of opportunity if you look at it through the right lens.
Absolutely. So what is your best advice, or what is the best advice that you can give to other business leaders about creating a successful business?
So first thing, you need to be authentic. You need to be your authentic self as a leader. Don't leave home as one person and go into work as another. You will create yourself a lot of conflicts along the way in your own personal understanding and your own personal belief system. The other thing is make sure you're accountable to yourself, and that your teams, whether they're virtual, whether they're work from home, whether they're in your office, a crew on the field, make sure you understand what the accountability is. What results are you really trying to achieve? Not the task. What is the result? If we focus on the results, that will create the opportunity for your people and your team to be creative, to maybe find that one thing that changes the business environment, that makes it better, makes it more efficient, makes it more profitable, instead of just following the process. Just do what we do all the time. You'll get the same results. Allow your team to be creative. Allow them the opportunity to deliver the results in a different way.
That's great. So you talk about being authentic. So can you give some actionable steps on how business leaders can achieve that?
First thing is, treat people like you would treat your family, right? Go out there and have those conversations. You may not want those conversations about learning about the birthday party from that teammate of yours or that employee or staff member, but those conversations create deep, meaningful relationships that allow the opportunity to break down some of those barriers and create some vulnerability. If leaders can become vulnerable as they are their authentic selves, there's more opportunity to create engagement and learn from your staff, because you don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
Mm-hmm. So, building a relationship with your coworkers or with your co-business owners. So, what do you think is the importance of building a relationship?
The importance of the relationship is that's how we do things, right? Relationships will not become robotic. We have the ability to make sure that we can trust each other. We have each other's back. We can automate as much as we want. But at the end of the day, it's a people-to-people doing commerce and trusting each other at the end of the day. If we can't build that and maintain that, we're not going to automate our way into 2022, 2023 and beyond. We still need people.
That's correct. So you also mentioned about being accountable. So in relation with building a relationship, what do you think could be their connection to each other that can be a great way to have a successful business?
So leaders need to have their employees hold themselves accountable, right? So when a leader comes out and says, hey, I'm going to do this, allow the employees to hold you accountable to say, yes, we were going to do these things by this time frame. Not, well, we changed our mind, we're going to go on this direction. So let the employees hold the leader accountable, and that will change the dynamic in your workplace pretty big time.
Awesome. So what other successful business leaders like yourself would you like to acknowledge and should be on the podcast?
So Lori Hybe with Keystone Click, she's an amazing individual and does some great things in our area. Jamar Jones, He's with Relatable Marketing, and he's an amazing individual here that's made some great connections and has an awesome story right now to tell with how he has had a mindset of abundance and some great opportunities have fallen into his lap. Another individual here locally is Andy Wines with Green Up Solution. He changed his entire business model in March and April and has done an amazing thing to get up into that environmental space where he never thought his business could go.
Awesome. I will look them up. So now for the final fun question, who is the most interesting person to follow on social media and why?
So I like following Christina Kuzmak. She does some great things on Facebook and some videos and really gets into that family life with kids and how to look at things through maybe a child lens, because as adults we get too cynical, we get too biased in our opinions, and kids are a great way to look at the world through a different lens to allow us to see things that maybe we wouldn't see before. And her videos are hilarious.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on. So how can people find you?
I can be found usually on LinkedIn. That's usually the best place. I'm out there quite a bit. Brad Herda. So it's LinkedIn _ Brad Herda out there. And that's the best place to get a hold of me. It's the easiest place to find me.
Well, that's a wrap. This is Bianca with Leaders in Business Podcast. For more insights and ideas, go to our website, leadersandbusinesspodcast.com.